Hey guys, what is up? It is Mr. iPepsi back here on Celestial Journey. So today I've done a pretty decent amount of work, I believe. I can't honestly remember if I'd showed you guys this, but so I've done a bunch of work on the builder. We've done a lot of different stuff actually. Um, I had gotten those obsidian seeds I think set up last time, and I think that's probably where we left off. And so I had farmed those up, etc. We actually have quite a bit still, 727 stacks of this, and some more at home. But so there's that, and I changed. Oh, hello, sir. Um, I changed it all into normal obsidian, and then used either auto chiselers or these eye chisels, which are actually quite helpful to chisel it all. And we also made a bunch of lava stone, and I set up the composer. I'll explain a little bit more of the composer and builder and how to use that, because I'm sure that some of you probably don't know how that works and might want to build stuff like this. Like for instance, the composer allows you to put multiple different shape cards together. Um, like this is just a cylinder and or hollow cylinder and hollow top dome, and just put together offset so that they the same dimensions like width and radius, etc. Just different heights. But so I set up the other one, and so this is what we've got. I finally finished everything that we needed for that for um, the entire structure. I think it looks pretty decent. It's pretty insane, like just how absolutely ginormous this is compared to the landscape around it. I mean, just looking around, like it is massive, absolutely massive compared to like the trees. Like holy, that's cool. I have no idea what I'm actually gonna do with it. But one upside that I think actually is nice is that there's a bunch of mobs probably spawning in here, considering it's all dark in there. Because I don't think lava stone actually gives off any light. But anyways, um, yeah, it doesn't. But so I think a bunch of mobs are spawning in there like continuously. So if they're all spawning in there, then they probably won't be spawning around here when it's night and those types of things because of mob cap area mob cap type stuff. But anyways, one other thing, a couple other things that I've done. I set up some marble and basalt seeds, and I've been making them into marble and basalt so that we can start getting. I need another mechanical crafter, but I mean, I don't think I'm gonna use all this basalt so quickly. But that's just mostly for the floors and for the farming area. We got to do still the walls and then the floors on each level here. But yeah, so now that we've gotten most of all the building done, I was thinking like we need to start trying to just get the building or the I still need to finish the doorways, but we need to get the floors in and then start getting moving some actual stuff over. So I was thinking like what would make that easier, because right now like I only needed to go over like once or a couple times a day, so the trip wasn't too terrible. It's like 10,000 blocks from here to my home. So it wasn't absolutely terrible, but if I'm going to be transferring everything over, I needed a better way. So I came up with using a charged porter and a matter receiver. So for those of you that don't know what these are, basically allows you to, this will send you, teleport you to a previously set matter receiver. Takes RF, part of I think what, and RF tools? Okay, wasn't sure if it was RF tools or Ender IO. Yeah, so they're pretty decently easy to make. The charge porter and it's a lot of Enderium, but that's the hardest part. Than redstone alloy blocks and electrical steel blocks, pretty easy. And then the matter receiver is a little bit harder. You need a machine frame, which is a lot of different stuff. Bit of a rough time, but as you guys can see, we can go home because I'm allowed to have, or we're all allowed to have one slash home. But yeah, so going into some of the stuff, like I can autocraft a pretty decent amount of stuff now. One of those things that I can autocraft is a machine frame. Although I don't think I could even get close to autocrafting one now because of resources. Well, Fluix dust, yeah, we need, and then we need these, a white wool, meh, plastic, etc. So a little bit difficult. Sometimes I have to collect some materials here and there, but not even close to as hard as if I was to actually try to make it myself. But yeah, so that made it a lot easier. I basically just had to click the button, gather a couple resources, and then we just had to wait a little bit, and we were good. But yeah, so we need to start transitioning pretty much all of this over. Um, and I think what I'm gonna do is make my first level. Like I'm gonna make okay. Also, so how this works actually, and one also cool benefit of this is that I have the flux infused jet plate. Which how much? I have a bunch of energy in there. The flux infused jet plate. When I use this, it actually charges it up, cause the flux infused jet plate can act as a charger, which I guess it doesn't show that here. It'll show it in the top corner once I put it on. Almost at 40 million. That works. I'm happy with that. All right, there we go. So up in the top left, it's a charger. So I mean, I probably should grab something, but whatever. We can press this. It'll start teleportation. It's already charging back up before it even teleports me. But yeah, there we go. It uses up quite a lot. Like I was actually very happy. I tested it in single player. The charge porter. I don't know if there's a maximum limit to like distance you can teleport or not, but like I was pretty close. Like it was 10,000 blocks away, and it took about 150,000 RF, and this thing can only store 200,000. So it was, it was towing the line there. I'm getting there. So I am very happy that it was just barely there. But so I'm gonna hop out and do a bit of the grunt work and build a floor. I'm not really sure. I might make this ceiling a bit taller. I wasn't really sure. Oh, you know what? I also need to get a painting machine because I wanted to get glowstone and just paint it as basalt weathered bricks so that we don't have to worry about like making light or anything, or having light and everything everywhere, or glowstone on the floor like this. But anyways, I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing on this floor. I really do not know. I gotta like decorate it with some stuff. I just wanted this to be like the lobby almost, like just a main floor, like nothing, no machines of that sort. But then we have like maybe a 10, 12 block ceiling, and then on the first actual floor, probably gonna do an ME system just because it's obviously the most important thing, or just like the base thing to get everything else. And the blood altar is gonna be an interesting time. Now that is gonna be very interesting. I'm gonna show you guys what I have in mind for dealing with that, because for those of you that don't know, I'll just hop over to the home anyways. This is the base size, well the size of it right now. It's not exceptionally large. It's like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's an 11 by 11. Pretty decently small. However, this is only tier 4. There's up to a tier 6, and they get a lot bigger very quickly. Because it's like they also use beacons and other stuff, like a whole beacon base and other stuff later on. So it's going to get a lot bigger. Up to, I believe, either it's a 23 by 23 or 29 by 29 or 27. I don't know. One of the three. Either way, all of those are quite large. I believe the base is only about 33 blocks in like rectangular. Like if you're going from this block right here over to here, it's about only 33 blocks. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to incorporate the blood altar into the system, or into the base, without really because I can't obstruct the elevator because this needs to go straight up through the base. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to put the elevator in the blood altar so that it looks decent and all that type of stuff and doesn't like get in the way. So we'll figure that out, but for now I'm gonna work on just setting this stuff up a little bit more, especially now that I actually have the freedom to go back and forth. I can be a little more crazy and stuff. But anyways, so we will be right back, boys. Alright guys, so we are back. I've done some decent progress, mostly just on the farms and such. Alright, so I'll give you guys, let's sleep real quick, so you don't get any creepy crawlies coming around. So I've done mostly just progress on the floors. It's done pretty good. So this is gonna be our ME floor. I painted glowstone. Let's see if we can find one right here. So painted glowstone, obviously. So that's scattered around. As you can see, it kind of makes a bit of a pattern. That's pretty. Then I also put it in here so it looks a bit cleaner. I'm also thinking about extending this red carpet all the way into the middle, especially with the red elevators. I feel like it would match well. Especially, I was thinking about possibly changing the elevators just because they kind of stick out, but it's whatever. We can always do it anytime if we really want to. So this is going to be my storage drawer room. It's gonna be where I have like all my drawer controllers going to storage drawers, etc. for all the different essences. And eventually, using this other floor, this one, we're gonna have crafters in here and stuff that have different crafting recipes and such. And so we'll have stuff that comes up from the bottom, all the essence and stuff. We'll have them deposited into the crafters, and the crafters will craft them into whatever, like redstone, quartz, Certus quartz, those types of things, and those will get deposited into the drawers instead of the bare essence. However, I mean, I could do mechanical crafters, but that's just not a fun time. Like, I'd have to have a ridiculous amount of those, so I just can't be asked. Right now, I'm probably just gonna store just the essence. Eventually, we can make crafter tier 1s, tier 2s. They're pretty easy generally, like upgrading them. Very easy. Is that actually how it? Yeah, it's very easy. However, making the first one, pretty difficult. Takes a machine frame, which we talked about already earlier. It's totally doable, and we will do it pretty early or pretty soon. I just want to get like all my base resources like automated at the level that I'm at least right now. I want to get those resources automated so I don't really have to worry about that, and then I can start doing the whole actual auto crafting stuff. But that'll be in here, and then it'll craft it and then put it up into the drawers. And so everything else, we've basically done everything else. All we also have the painted glowstone here, and then like here, going all around. So I think I actually have F7 on. I don't know. Either way, no light things here or 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 here. Now, so yeah, we have that. I have that right there just because this cable is for the moment right in the middle. But we still have a ton of work to do. Eventually, I don't know if I'll do it yet. We'll probably just hold off for a while at least. But so we're gonna have to, when we actually make each level, we're gonna have to use chiseled glowstone in the little layer things, and then we're also gonna make these, but with basalt and cover all the dirt, so it looks pretty nice and seamless on each of the levels. However, that's a far along something that we'll do eventually. Definitely not right now. Yeah, so this is all lit up for the time being. Also, this still hasn't gotten, I don't understand how to get fertilized essence. Like, it's crazy, crazy impossible to get. I don't know what's up with it, or like, what am I supposed to do? I might just have to make an insane, crazy essence farm eventually, but I don't know. This thing isn't running. No, it's not. Anyways, so apart from that, we also have a bunch of other stuff to do. I mean, of course, we still have the water that we're going to have to put in, and then crop sticks, farming, etc. But we also have to make plant gatherers for each of them, and we have to make cables for each of them. And so that we don't make it look, because these are only 1 block thick floors, we're going to have to make cable facades for all of this, running cables underneath all of that down and under. And then we're also, what I'm planning on probably doing, we're also gonna have to work on like our actual energy generation system. It works fine. We'll have like redstone and such to just power it directly, probably on this level, so that we can just farm it in this one, and then it can get funneled directly into the system. But it's for later on. But probably gonna have the item conduits just going through here or something, and then going out and probably in this corner, going up, and then we can latch it in just through the floors and into the corner. Not like in this corner, but outside, out over here. And I think that should work fine. But yeah, we've got a decent amount of levels. I believe, if I remember correctly, I think we have 40 total farming places. So especially if we have two crops in each area, we're gonna have like about 80 crops, or more if we really wanted to. But yeah, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10. So that's that for now. Now we want to get started on like ME slash whatever system. Now, okay, let's see. This is gonna be 13 blocks long. I'm just gonna put it out here. So 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right here. Drawer controller. And so I made some frame drawers, which are very easy to make. They're just compacting, or no, these are frame drawers. And then so if you put these into a framing table, you can put like any block that you want on it. And I didn't really know what to put, but these seem pretty decent. Um, I think it'll work generally pretty good. We might have to put down some more painted glowstone just because apparently this blocks some off, which is fine. It's not a problem at all. We'll just put it like right here. We don't want any spawns, so we'll just make sure that that doesn't. Alright, so now this will be a fun time. We're probably, I guess, because this is the, oh, well, anyways, we'll have to replace that. Let's drop it right there. Because this is the shortest area, and then so this is the little pathway through the floor. Oop, yeah, about. Alright. That goes out into the outside world anyways, so let's just hop out here. There's going to be a lot of mobs, so this will be an interesting time until we get an Aversion Obelisk up, but anyways. Yeah, love that, love that. Love that! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love skeletons in this mod pack. Okay. I hate flying and fighting, it's the worst. Anyways. Okay. So that should be, no wait, no, this isn't mosaic. Okay. That should be good. Okay, sir. No. Go away. Alright, and so this will go down, I suppose. Okay, I need to just turn that off. So this will go down all the way. Then we'll be able to latch in the item conduits all the way down here into the drawer controller. And that'll be our new setup and everything. Yeah. And then if we've... Oh, okay. So this is all the way down. Might as well just go all the way down, because why not? We're definitely going to need more item conduits. I didn't even really think about that. Well, I think, do I have more in here? Ah, yes, I do. Awesome. So that'll work. We're definitely going to have to set up a bunch of energy conduits as well, but that's for a later date. Okay, so let's just grab these. It's going to be a rough time just going all the way through, but we'll just get it set up. Eventually, not out here, but everywhere else inside we'll have a conduit facade. So that'll be good. But for now, we're just gonna have to deal with it. But oh well, it's alright. Not too big of a deal at all, I don't think. Soon, very soon. Because what I also, because I haven't even talked to you guys about the actual recipe. The conduit facade, the problem is with it, that it actually takes a bunch of resources that we just don't really have yet. We could totally make the seeds and then grow them very soon. Just don't really have the things necessary right now. So we'll work on that. But yeah, right now, so they, I'll just show you the recipe. So even just the base one, I'd love to make the transparent. I'm not entirely sure what this actually does. Right click on a conduit to place, hides the conduit when painted. I'm just kind of confused what this means. A transparent one. I would imagine that is, well, transparent, but it's just kind of confusing. I don't know, because it said painted with a non-solid block, so will it become a, like, will it still become the block, or will it just be completely invisible, like confusion, but whatever. Anyways, conduit facade takes 8 conduit binder. Problem is that, like, conduit binder isn't terribly difficult, just you need to make one conduit binder composite, but this takes a lot of gravel and just sand in general. To make like even a stack of conduit facades, that would be 8 stacks of binder, just 4 stacks of binder composite, which is like a stack and a half. So like 5 or so 6 stacks of gravel and stuff, which I totally could get. I just frankly don't really want to right now, and just going in, I have to also paint it, etc. We will do it later. And either way, I will eventually need to set up all these seeds regardless. Don't want to click that. So something that I'll have to do regardless later on. Okay. Apparently Joseph hopped on, so once I'm done with this video, we'll go say hi. We'll grab that out of there. Grab that. Grab one of those. Grab one of those. All right. So it's taking. I think these are glowstone and redstone. Okay. We'll have to set one up for Inferium as well, definitely. And then, so those aren't working and those aren't working. We'll set these up later. I might as well just grab one of these, because why not? Obsidian we'll already have. Basalt we'll have now, and marble. So hop up into the drawer room. This is just gonna be such an interesting time. Okay, drop these in there. Oop. And I'm also definitely gonna have to make a bunch of drawer upgrades, but for the moment, not big deal. I just want to get this up and going so that I can like kind of work on getting, you know, automated resources, because it's the last step, really, like mass storage of the resources so that I can actually, you know, automate all the resources. The automation isn't hard, it's just going to be time consuming, but the storage is definitely necessary first. So those all work. I am gonna now key those so that they all get locked, just in case. I'm gonna key everything because I'm not entirely sure if it will throw it in a random drawer or will it throw it into the correct drawer. But better safe than sorry, why not? It's whatever. Um, that goes in, so insert, okay. So, and then we have to go set up for, oh, hello, sir. Yeah, that is going to be a problem. Thankfully, eventually I'm going to be able to set up a version obelisk somewhere. Um, Probably two between the entire base. So to be fair, this glowstone is kind of going to be useless. But at the same time, it's nice to light stuff up because I don't have a million gamma. And of course, the actual plants will need light regardless. So, you know, it's alright. But okay. So those are all set up. We'll eventually have to change the conduits everywhere. Oh, what's that even? Oh no, that was for redstone. I'm actually gonna keep that going like that. Well, yeah, we'll have to figure that out as well because I need to have redstone, like this all redstone, going into its own separate thing so that it continues to power the farms. But we'll work on that later. Anyways, let's get down below. Alright. For the time being, we're just going to connect this conduit network. Well, first off, disconnect it from this spot. And then go over here. Yeah. We'll link it up over this way just because that is what we're eventually going to have when we change these conduits. Because they can't be under here the entire time. Like, we're going to make conduit facades for everything. But, you know, I forgot where the middle was. Okay, over here. Awesome. Okay, that's going to be a problem. We will just kind of skirt around that for the moment. Alright, so that's all linked up. Drop down under here. Link this all up. Awesome. That's our energy cable, item conduit. So that should all go in there now. Although I don't actually know what it's actually farming at this point. I mean, I guess we can turn that on, because why not, basically. And then with this, I can actually, well, this is a farming station. I'm gonna switch this over very soon, just because it's obviously not doing very well. I'll have to figure out some way to get fertilized essence, because I really want to have those watering cans. Like, they're just nice. They're very nice. I've used them before, and they are just phenomenal. I don't excessively need them, but if I'm gonna have a huge farm, like, it would be nice just to be able to grow the seeds just from whenever. And if I need a specific crop, I suppose it's always nice to have. But anyways, so that is that for now. Definitely gonna have to get this one started, but for that we're gonna have to put in some upgrades into the power system and also figure that out eventually. But anyways, for now, I think that'll be it for this episode. We got a good decent bit done. Um, so I'll just tell you guys what we are gonna be trying, or I'm gonna work on during the before the next episode, or like for the next episode, yeah. But so we're gonna set up this setup. Okay, well we're gonna set up our entire ME storage system. Maybe make some more controllers to get a full-on controller matrix thing set up. Debatable. We'll see. Especially power-wise, we don't have a consistent power setup yet, so we'll see about that. But that is the possible plan for now. And so we're going to get the controller set up, and then we're going to bring it all down here. Or not bring it down here, but we're going to bring a cable down here and attach an ME storage bus to this so that we can see all of these in our ME system so that we can draw them out, use them whenever we need, etc. So that'll be cool. But yeah. And in all honesty, if I really wanted to, actually, although it's probably not the best idea. I could totally just make patterns, or use patterns for all of these different essences, and just use that directly, so that I could, like, say if I want redstone, I could put a redstone pattern into a ME interface, into a molecular assembler, and then so that can be used to make redstone on command, or in a auto crafting recipe that uses redstone, that type of stuff. So we might do that. We'll see though. Yeah, it seems like it's working. I'm not sure at all how fast it is, like transferring stuff. We're definitely gonna have to eventually put speed upgrades and that type of thing into it. But yeah, we're gonna do a lot of upgrades and a lot of changes. Definitely coming soon. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.